What's up everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. Last time, we got to see what happened with BROLY and Trunks in the future timeline, as well as briefly touching on what happened in the present timeline with BROLY. Naturally, we're now being brought into the Tournament of Power, and today's episode will be the finale of this series. BROLY's gotten some interesting training on Yardrat, but at the same time, Goku's also gotten some great training as well, same with Vegeta. So how will they perform in the tournament? For this part, let's try and hit a like goal of 3,000 likes. And with all that out of the way, let's finish What If BROLY Was Sent to Namek. As we left off last time, BROLY and Goku were preparing their fight. Goku wants to test out BROLY's new power, seeing how he'll perform in the tournament. But it seems Goku may have bitten off more than he could chew. BROLY is now powered up, somehow much stronger than before, and it seems like he's still not at his full power yet. This is definitely going to be interesting for them. Right now, BROLY's in his strongest form, Super Saiyan 2. And while that may seem impressive, remember, this is BROLY, and this is kind of his own unique version of Super Saiyan 2, kind of like how he has the green-haired full power version of Super Saiyan of his own, or how Kale has her own Super Saiyan 2. Not to mention, BROLY has spirit control, he's much stronger, and he's able to fight gently while still in this form. It increases and regulates his power. With Goku and Blue, the two clash, and it's clear, Goku is heavily disadvantaged. And remember, BROLY's not even at his full strength yet. Goku can tell he's losing ground. He chuckles to himself, now with Blue Kaioken, using Kaioken at its highest level. He's in times 20 right now, which he's had some practice with, although he obviously can't keep this up for long. BROLY responds by showing off more of his own power, knocking Goku down relatively easily. BROLY thinks the fight's over, but Goku stands back up slowly. He tells BROLY he's not done yet, they're going until one of them is knocked out. BROLY turns to Beerus and Whis, and they nod, allowing the two to continue. BROLY nods in response, ready to continue this fight. And once again, he's knocked down, with BROLY still not showing off his full power, and Goku is well aware of this. This keeps repeating. Goku's body is at his limit. He keeps trying to push himself, trying to see if he can fend off BROLY. Maybe he can push Kaioken higher. No, that'll only make things worse. But maybe it's worth a try? He needs to break his limits somehow. With some obvious stress, BROLY watches as Goku shouts, times 50. BROLY's actually kind of concerned. This will definitely kill Goku if he keeps this up. Goku's power is immense, but he's shaking visibly, despite being able to finally land a hit on BROLY. But as he lands a hit, BROLY's able to counter it with his own fist. A shockwave of ki is sent through his body, with Goku's muscles spasming from the clash. Goku falls to the ground, and BROLY quickly rushes over to heal him. Goku's definitely in bad shape, but somehow, Goku stands up once more, not in blue this time. He's in his base form, somehow still conscious. BROLY slowly approaches Goku, as Beerus and Whis yell out to him, remember, the fight only ends when one of them is knocked out. Nervously, BROLY nods, as he goes in for one more punch on Goku. Beerus and Whis watch intrigued, as they enjoy an earthly snack called popcorn. This will definitely get interesting. As BROLY's punch is about to connect with Goku, it somehow phases through him. BROLY's visibly confused, as are Beerus and Whis. That definitely should have done it, and there's no way Goku could have dodged that. So he swings again, but Goku dodges once more, catching BROLY's fist over his shoulder. Goku slowly turns around and looks at BROLY, his eyes now silver. BROLY is very confused as to what he's seeing. Is this some sort of new power Goku's been hiding this whole time? Goku's aura then suddenly flares up, a purplish blue color. Beerus spits out his popcorn. What? Is this what he thinks it is? BROLY swings more, but Goku keeps dodging, and then he's able to hit BROLY in the chest, an attack that is coordinated and one that BROLY actually feels, stumbling back from it. How interesting. BROLY doesn't know what this new power is, but he can tell it's something special. He keeps fighting, as Goku is now using Ultra Instinct Omen. Beerus jumps up in amazement, realizing that this is what he thinks it is. Whis is also excited too. It has to be Ultra Instinct. The combined strain from Blue Kaioken, as well as the clash with BROLY, that may have acted as a catalyst to activate this for Goku. With his natural competitive nature, Goku's instincts kicked in, trying to somehow win this fight with BROLY. But, due to all the stress and injury, Goku quickly loses this form, collapsing to the ground unconscious after displaying this impressive feat. Whis steps up to heal him, but BROLY says allow me, wanting to test his new abilities. He's able to fully heal Goku, as Goku then wakes up. Whoa! Okay, for one, BROLY just healed him, which is pretty cool. But more importantly, this power that he was just using. Whis tells the two more about it, and Goku begins wondering, is he able to access this for the tournament? Well, if he finds himself in a stressful situation like this, maybe his instincts will kick in once more. But if Goku wants to access this power at will, he's gonna need training. A lot of training. And they don't have enough time for that. It's all up to chance if this will activate during the tournament. If only they had enough time. Wait, time. Goku grins. He has a great idea. He tells Broly to come with him as they teleport back to Earth, ready to use the Room of Spirit and Time. But just as the two are about to enter, Vegeta quickly rockets up towards the lookout. Of course he sensed what was going on, and tells Kakarot that he wants to go in the Room of Spirit and Time with him, wanting to see what this power is, and wanting to empower himself before the tournament. Broly shrugs it off. He's okay with it, he's strong enough anyways. And not to mention, it's only a few months of training in there. At best, they only have a couple of hours left. So, Goku and Vegeta head in. And not long after, their training is completed. So, Vegeta was able to learn what Ultra Instinct is, but he saw it as kind of useless. It wasn't something Goku was able to access at will. Well, at least it didn't seem like that. Not to mention, it didn't seem ideal in terms of stamina. So Vegeta ended up going his own route, but then later on, they both learned. Goku was barely able to learn how to use this technique at will, with Vegeta already having progressed way past that, going his own route and improving Super Saiyan Blue. So before the tournament, Goku now has access to Ultra Instinct Omen, and Vegeta has Blue Evolution. And not to mention, the two are considerably stronger. And it's just in time too. As soon as they exit, they head towards the tournament. As for the team itself, it's pretty much the same, except with Broly replacing Frieza. However, everyone else is still there, and they pretty much have the same strength as normal, besides Goku and Vegeta. If you remember I mentioned before, not much really changed with Broly being here, since he was only briefly involved with climactic battles. But as the tournament begins, it becomes very clear that Universe 7 is the top dog around here. Many fodder fighters are eliminated relatively easily, but Broly then ends up seeing a fighter that interests him, one that he saw during the Universe 6 tournament, and one that heavily reminds him of someone he hated. It's Frost, amused to see Broly once more. And get this, he has something interesting up his sleeve, turning into his full power form. As Frost bulks up and increases his power, he looks at Broly, hoping to see him quivering in fear. But of course that's not going to happen. Broly essentially has no reaction to this. Is this form supposed to be impressive or something? He actually kind of scoffs at it. Angered, Frost lunges towards Broly, but with a single right hook towards Frost, one so strong that it creates a shockwave, Frost is rocketed out of the arena, crashing into the stands before he falls into the void, unconscious. Broly expected a better fight, but whatever. And of course, people would notice this, particularly the Saiyans from Universe 6, Kale and Caulifla. This Saiyan over here is in base and he seems so strong. He's not even using Super Saiyan. They want to know what he did and how he got so strong. Broly's able to recognize these two actually seem like good people. They definitely don't compare to him in terms of power, but you know what? He might as well have fun here. So, heavily holding back, he begins fighting them, with Caulifla going into Super Saiyan 2. Of course her power is nothing to Broly, but nonetheless he's surprised to see another person with Super Saiyan 2, at least one that's not from his universe. Caulifla's impressed, he's still holding her back, and she wants Broly to get serious. But she also wants to find out how he got so powerful. She's fighting Broly alone, as Kale watches. She sees that Broly is stealing Caulifla from her, getting jealous and inevitably raging out, as Kale then goes into her berserk form. Broly looks on, knowing exactly what this is. It looks so much like the one Broly had struggled with before. He knows these two are very inexperienced, and even for someone like him with his experience, he had trouble regulating that power. If Kale continues using it, the results will be disastrous. She'll end up killing someone in the arena, or maybe even herself. He tells Caulifla about it, saying that this form is bad news, saying he has to eliminate Kale right now. Caulifla's a bit skeptical, it seems like an excuse, but Broly then reveals he has a similar form, showing that he knows how dangerous it is. He transforms, donning the similar green hair, and immediately her skepticism disappears. If anything, she's concerned now. Yeah, she's amazed by Kale's strength, but she didn't know this side of it. And if Broly's saying it's dangerous, well, she'll trust him. Kale attacks Broly, swing, but her attacks don't do anything. Broly doesn't even need to fight her in this form, he was just showing it to Caulifla to get her trust. But as he planned, he still needs to eliminate Kale somehow. He says to the two Saiyans after the tournament, he'll probably help teach them some more. He's sorry to have to do this, but he begins charging an attack. The entire arena rumbles, with Caulifla concerned that he's gonna kill Kale. But no, this was just a show of force. And Kale is still not deterred. Simple enough then, he'll have to knock her out. The rumbling stops, and then he shouts. Almost everyone in the arena has to cover their ears, as a shockwave is sent through. A single powerful Ki, one launched simply from the magnitude of his voice. This pressurized air blast hits Kale, immediately knocking her into a base form and knocking her unconscious as he launched off the side of the ring. The rest of the universe is just looking terror, with Caulifla and now Kaba looking in amazement. Whoa, Kaba knew about this guy before obviously, but he barely got to see his strength during the Universe 6 tournament, or at least not something on this level. Caulifla then pulls out a Patara earring, considering the idea of fusing with Kaba. But Broly picks up on this. He knows about these earrings all too well, from what Goku has told him and of course from all the Namekian research he has. Also, as he was told, items are banned here, so regardless he's going to destroy them. He aims a tiny precise blast that destroys one of the earrings. And with one more air blast, he knocks Caulifla out. These Saiyans definitely have much more to learn. Meanwhile, Goku and Vegeta are fighting alone, pretty much like normal, and they stun the rest of the team with their strength. This tournament is actually just kind of a wash. I mean, obviously you have BROLY here for one, but you have a stronger Goku and Vegeta, with Vegeta having access to Blue Evolution. And while Goku isn't really using it, he has access to Ultra Instinct Omen if he needs. And even in Super Saiyan Blue, he's insanely powerful. Eventually, this leads to Goku going to fight Jiren. And the fight starts normally, except he doesn't go towards the Spirit Bomb. No, he continues fighting. Instead of stopping at Blue Kaioken, he then goes up to Ultra Instinct Omen, shocking Jiren as Goku powers up greatly. Whatever this technique is, it allows Goku to greatly outpace him, and he has some pretty crazy power as it is now. Goku is stronger and Jiren can't seem to hit him, but as Jiren releases some more of his power, he's able to slightly gain an advantage. Goku's pretty impressed, he thought this power was infallible. But then, Vegeta joins in to help, using Super Saiyan Blue Evolution. They're able to actually hold off Jiren a bit, but they can't seem to defeat him. Jiren's power is just amazing, and he's still not done powering up yet. However, there is one other ally that they have that could really help them, and that is BROLY. Jiren receives a powerful kick to his back, and as he stumbles forward, someone then punches him in the face. Teleporting around him is BROLY, here to help. And the thing is, now that he landed a hit on Jiren, he could actually test out that new Spirit Fission thing he learned, but he decides against it. It would be more interesting to use his other techniques in his physical strength instead. His Saiyan blood flares up within him. While he doesn't want to finish this, he still does want to have a bit of fun. And of course, with BROLY now here, and with how powerful BROLY is in the scenario, the three of them are able to take Jiren head on. The tables have turned in their factor. Jiren ends up showing his full power, but still, against that entire trio, it's not enough. The group is able to defeat Jiren, so that means their strongest obstacle is now out of the way. And although they have lost a few members, like the humans, Universe 7 still has a lot of fighters, more than anyone else. And you know what? BROLY's had his fun. So he lent a little bit of energy to everyone to let them have their fun. Lifting his hands up, he then suddenly heals everyone in Universe 7, using some of his ki in the process. This restores everyone's health, and they're easily able to pick off the remaining fighters in the arena. The most problematic ones are Toppo and Hit, but Vegeta and Goku are respectively able to take them down. Goku actually has some fun against Hit, but of course he has to hold back to enjoy this fight. He's interested in Hit's new powers, but Goku ends up taking the win eventually. And Vegeta's fight with Toppo in his God of Destruction mode, well, Vegeta greatly outpaces him. Having Blue Evolution right from the start, having a full heal, and having more experience with the form and more power, well, it's clear that he would win. And thus, Universe 7 wins the tournament, pretty easily in fact. BROLY is the MVP, and he gets to pick the wish. So what do you think BROLY would wish for? Well, I think it seems pretty obvious. BROLY is a righteous person after all. A morally sound intellect. There's of course only one option that he would want to go for: restoring every universe. And obviously, that means the tournament is wrapped up pretty neatly, but we're not done yet. Back on his homeworld of Namek, BROLY's life returns to normal, but of course there's an incoming threat, that being Moro. BROLY can sense that Goku, Vegeta, and some other people are on the way, but it seems like they might not need them. Moro lands on Namek as the Namekians then stand up against him. It seemed like the Namekians may be enough, but it turns out Moro is able to steal their energy. As soon as he's about to eat it, it's suddenly taken out of his mouth. Given back to those Namekian warriors, Moro looks and sees nearby, a Saiyan is standing there. What's a Saiyan doing on Namek? Moro didn't even realize, but the Saiyan hit him during that battle. No matter though, Moro can defeat him easily. Too bad for Moro, this is no normal Saiyan. And BROLY lets Moro know this. His body is that of a Saiyan, but his heart and mind, it's one of a Namekian, as he lands a powerful punch on Moro. Moro wipes the blood from his face, grinning. The Saiyan is brimming with energy, he'll make for a great snack. As he tries to steal BROLY's energy, suddenly, the opposite happens. BROLY begins taking his energy. Moro begins feeling weaker. He starts to show more signs of age, his beard grows longer, he gains more wrinkles. His attacks and even his magic aren't even that effective. All the energy he has returns to its various homes, spreading across Namek and the universe as BROLY returns it. BROLY knows what Moro's up to, but too bad for Moro because BROLY has something similar. While Spirit Fission doesn't really make fights fair, and he didn't really want to use it, well, it levels the playing field here. And also, this guy threatened Namek. BROLY will defeat him. And with a single attack, Moro is killed by BROLY. And just as this happens, the Galactic Patrol lands on Namek, seeing nothing but a few warrior Namekians and BROLY standing there in front of the smoldering crater. Mayris looks on in confusion. Wait, did they defeat Moro? Goku and Vegeta chuckle. Ah, they forgot to tell Mayris about BROLY. And the whole Galactic Patrol is just stunned. What kind of power does this guy have? Well, awkwardly, Mayris just thanks him, as do Goku and Vegeta. It looks like they can go back home. Well, BROLY says no need for thanks. He was just doing his job protecting Namek and helping those there. The Galactic Patrol leaves as Goku and Vegeta prepare to teleport home. But they stay for a moment and look around. Namek has really developed. The Namekians there are stronger. There's more villages. The planet seems to be thriving, and they're happy. BROLY says that he looks forward to seeing them again. It's always nice to catch up with the people on Earth. But after everything and his Yardrat training, he's gonna remain here. This is his rightful home after all, and he's strong enough now to defend it. So while Goku and Vegeta would like to train with him, and even though BROLY is kinda interested in that Ultra Instinct thing, a vacation is something that BROLY really needs right now. And what better place for a vacation than Namek? The three say goodbye as the Galactic Patrol departs, and Goku teleports Vegeta back to Earth. The whole time, Beerus has been watching. He's glad to hear that the threat is gone. That BROLY guy really loves to get stuff done quickly. Whis actually feels a bit happy too. His weird younger brother didn't step out of line like he expected. So BROLY saved everyone in more ways than one. This Saiyan raised on Namek, he really did help Universe 7, more than he could ever imagine. Not even just Universe 7, he's helped the future timeline, he's helped all the other universes. Really, he's a valuable addition. Whis looks on through his staff, letting out a slight smile as Beerus eats nearby. These mortals, they're truly fascinating, and he could tell that his younger brother thinks the same. And with that reflection, we'll end off this scenario here. So what did you guys think about this part? And what did you think about the scenario as a whole? Leave any of your thoughts down below. I'd like to see what you guys think. As always, if you liked the video, be sure to drop a like, and let's try to hit that like goal from the beginning of the video. If you haven't already, why not subscribe, as well as hitting the bell icon to get notified about any future videos that I upload on my channel. Thank you all for watching, thank you for supporting the scenario, and I hope you all enjoyed it. I'll see you all in my next video.